It's Christmas, and you got your new Adidas shoes, and you wear them to feel their presence in the room. You gave it the walk and the thumb test, and it works perfectly well, so you go outside with your new shoes, feeling like nothing can, until that one fucking car goes past you with the water capacity of what swept Japan. Now you are mad, with wet shoes, and, even worse, wet socks. Alright, hold on to your shoelaces because today, we're diving into the most iconic sibling rivalry in the sneaker world. Adidas versus Puma. And when I say iconic, I mean this is like the Game of Thrones of shoe wars. Except instead of dragons, we've got running shoes. Picture this, the 1920s in Herzogenaurach, Germany. A quiet town, just minding its own business. But little did anyone know, in a modest family house, two brothers were about to kickstart not only a rivalry, but a full-on sneaker empire. These two guys are Adi Dassler and his older brother Rudolf. Not to be confused with the other guy. At first, they were just two dudes making shoes together, nothing fancy, right? I mean, at the time, shoes were for walking, not for making millions. But of course, that was before they became the OG sneaker gods. Adi, the younger brother, was the mastermind. He was obsessed with design creating shoes that were functional but also stylish. Meanwhile, Rudolf was the guy with the charisma. He could sell a Bible to an atheist. So they made a pretty decent team. Think of it like if Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak were both obsessed with shoes instead of tech. But, spoiler alert, this is where the dream team starts to unravel. Now, don't ask me what happened exactly. Some say it was a business disagreement, you know, the classic, I want to make shoes with stripes, versus, nah, I'm sticking to a solid design. But others say it was just plain old family drama. Whatever the reason, the brothers split like a bad pair of socks, leaving behind a rift so deep that it would become legendary. By the time the 1940s rolled around, Adi, feeling betrayed and frustrated, he basically said, I will do it myself, and started his own company. So, with nothing but his creative genius and his desire to be a shoe god, Adi launched Adidas, a name derived from his own first and last name, Adi, and Das from Dassler. Yeah, sweet, right? Adi's big idea? Sports shoes. And not just any sports shoes, performance shoes. But wait, it's not over yet. And there's Rudolf. He's not just going to be the older brother who's stuck in the shadow of his younger sibling. So what does he do? He starts his own company, Puma. If only if I could do that. Now, here's the fun part. Puma's logo? It's a puma. Yeah, so now we've got two companies literally fighting for the title of world's best sneaker. Classic family business, huh? The rivalry was so intense that it split their hometown in two. People in Herzogenaurach started literally choosing sides. There were even rumors that folks in the town would refuse to talk to anyone wearing the other brand. It was like picking your favorite Marvel superhero, but for shoes. It's that level of petty. And it wasn't just about shoes. Oh no, it went beyond that. The brothers weren't just competing to sell shoes, they were competing to be the king of footwear. I mean, there were reports of shoe salesmen going into rival stores and flipping tables like it was a WWE match. Fast forward to today, and what do we have? Adidas and Puma are now global giants, making billions every year and making sneakers that are, in some ways, better than what we could have ever imagined back in those humble, family-owned days. But despite being successful companies, the rivalry never really went away. There's still that sense of, my brand is better than yours in the air, whether it's in the streets, in sports, or just in the battle of who has the best kicks. So there you have it, folks. A rivalry born from petty family drama, turned into a global sneaker war that continues today. And hey, isn't that the true lesson here? If your sibling is doing better, don't be a do better. Gangnam Style.